Thank you. Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. It's Wednesday, April 1st, otherwise known as Richard's birthday.
Really?
No, it's not.
It's my cousin's or my nephew's.
Okay. I need a motion, please, to approve the board member minutes.
I'll make a motion to approve board minutes.
For March 18th, 2006. Got the motion
I'll second.
and second. Does anybody have any comments to make on the board minutes? Okay. All those in favor, raise your hand. Thank you very much. Second day, we need the payment of claims.
Make a motion to approve payment of claims.
Second motion.
Discussion on these checks or anything? Did you have anything to make a comment on, Richard?
No.
Get that
We
straightened
got it
out?
all straightened out.
Okay. Okay, does anyone else have any more discussion? Okay. All those in favor, please raise your hand. It's unanimous. The next regular meeting will be held on Wednesday, April 15th, 2026 in this room at 4 p.m. Do we have anything from public comment?
No one here from the public.
But we do have a board member on.
We did.
Okay, thank you. Old business, do we have any old business to discuss? New business? I'd like to approve the Peru, need an approval Peru Sewage Works SRF disbursement request number 72 to Cinnamon Construction.
Make a motion to approve attachment A.
Thank you,
Second it.
thank you. Okay, how about some discussion?
Same thing has been done for months.
No discussion? Okay, all those in favor? Vote, please. Unanimous. Approve the Peru Sewage Works SRF disbursement request number 73.
Make a motion to approve request 73 to use the Sawyer.
I'll second it.
Any motion on that? Any discussion, I mean? Oh, well, I have something to say. I can't find it. Oh. Gee, thank you so much, Richard. I mean, Josh. Okay, and this is the next, I'm sorry, gotcha. This one. A. Mm-hmm. Okay, all those in favor of approving that, raise your hand. Okay, okay, thank you very much.
That was B one.
Yes.
Yes.
B. We already did A.
We already did B. Let's see.
Okay. C, approve the Peru sewage Sewage Works SRF disbursement request number 74 to Cornerstone.
I'll make a motion we accept attachment 6C.
Second the motion.
Discussion?
I believe so.
This is C. Okay. All those in favor of C, the favor of Peru Sewage Works SRF disbursement. Okay. Was that unanimous? Okay,
Yeah.
thank you very much. It is, Alice. Let me get this. Let's see. D, need a motion to approve use of property for Circus Festival Parade.
I'll make a motion to approve attachment 6D.
I'll second.
Okay. All those in favor? Unanimous. E would be the approval of guaranteed savings contract with Bowen Construction, attachment 6E. Need a motion, please?
I'll make a motion that we accept the attachment 6E, the contract.
I'll second the motion.
Motion, second motion, okay. Any discussion?
Yeah.
We have,
Yes, Teddy Deal here from Bowen, for any questions or any further discussion that we didn't have last week, or?
There's only two little minor changes, wasn't there, Josh,
Yes, sir.
that I noticed between the old one and the new one?
Yeah, the small ones that we talked about. Overall, we think it's a solid contract. We didn't have any comments from our attorney who reviewed it. And we think it's gonna be a good partnership with Bowen.
We're excited.
okay, all those in favor? It's unanimous, thank you.
It can make your life
That's right. That's what Paul was taught speak.
easier. We'll make it different.
Okay, all right.
Rest
Did notice two little changes in it though.
That was the insurance.
Okay, I think we're ready for the, I don't
Letter
have,
F. Yeah.
We're on F.
I know, what
You
did you do?
must have ripped up the whole.
Oh, don't tell
new
me
one.
that.
There you go, you're good, mine's up to date.
Yes, I can see that, but,
You ripped up the
yeah, I ripped up the new one and
Yeah.
you were so impressed that I had to memorize it,
You got
okay.
mine, it's all good.
Oh, God.
Through,
You're going around there.
E. F, approve the Peru Municipal Water Utility Lead Service Line SRF disbursement.
I'll make a motion that we accept attachment 6F.
Second.
Thank you.
So there's a difference in this one now. This is for the $10 million lead service line. So the numbers, the disbursement numbers are gonna be less than the current lead service line for the $5 million. This is for the state. Bose is the state's firm, or the firm the state uses for their due diligence. And we have to hire Baker Tilly, Ice Miller, our council, and they have their own, so, and then we have to pay for the states as well. That's what
I
this is.
noticed that we was paying two councils instead of one.
Yep,
They make you do the project and you pay them to make you do the project.
right?
Yeah.
Politics.
So, would you like to vote on that? All those in favor? Thank you.
Don't like that idea. Gotta do it.
Next, we have and this is, well, this one's alive and well.
60.
I won't make it seem. G. Approve Peru Municipal Sewage Works LTCP SRF disbursement request number 3, Bose, McKinney, and Evans.
I make a motion that we accept attachment 6G for McKinney and Evans.
I'll second the motion.
So this again is for Bose. You notice the numbers, the long-term control plan numbers are now, this one's at 3, this is for the $80 million financing. And we'll discuss more in the manager's report on that. So, again, Bose McKinney, the state's firm.
Okay, let's see. We've got first motion, second motion, need a vote. Unanimous. Seven, we have, the next thing is the city administration update. The mayor isn't here today. Mr. Fisher, do you have anything?
Oh, I guess I'll just share, there's a few projects that are ongoing, mostly down around Broadway. I think if anybody looked at Facebook, you see we turned over the keys to the building, First Farmers Bank, to Jeremy Gilbert, who is going to renovate that into a restaurant and offices on the first floor, and second and third floor will be apartments. And that project is well, demolition is going on right now inside. And then the other thing, well, Chelsea Arnold, who has that Scarborough Fair building across from the courthouse, she's continuing to renovate that, and hopefully within 2 months they'll have that, at least the whole first floor and the facade of the building done. And then we've got another building across the side street from Hairtique, on the corner there, that's going to be some kind of retail below and apartments above, and they're renovating that, the new owners currently. And that's about all.
And then Mr. Stevenson? Okay, thank you very much. City attorney's update.
On vacation.
Okay. Manager's report.
Thank you. So Jamin and I had a meeting with the IFA, Baker Tilly, Ice Miller, Bose McKinney, Lockmuller, and Wessler today for about an hour and a half for the pre-closing meeting for the funding. Alice, you want to hand that? Yeah. This is the Baker Tilly's closing documents that they prepared for us. Now this meeting was for both the long-term control plan financing and the lead service line financing. We're gonna close on the same day, the 15th of April, and that money will be ours. So the first one is, we'll look at the wastewater loan. And on the first page at the top, it says $72,177,000 sewage bond works revenue, Series A. That is a 35-year bond at 3.57%, I believe. We anticipated 4.8%, so yay us. And then there's Series B for $7,723,000. This is for non-construction costs, and then a bond anticipation note, forgivable band is what we call it, under a disadvantaged community grant for $6 million that we do not have to pay back. So everything we talked about, just a couple things I'll point out in this paper. Again, the bonds mature over 35 years. Because we have 3.5% interest rate, accumulated interest rate, it's going to save us about $150,000 per year in interest. That's big. So at the end of the project, we'll reassess where we're at rate-wise. We have to, because we bonded at the current rate, we have to finish the rate, progressive rate to the end of the ordinance. And then at the time when the project's done and we know it works, I think that gives us maybe, even if it's $1 per customer per month, it's something. We'll go back and look at the rates again and obviously pass that through to the customer and not keep that. but like I said, we'll reassess that, but that's not until 29 probably when we know the project works. The maximum annual debt service for this is a staggering $5.9 million. That's what we have to collect in rates just to pay back this loan over 35 years. No, this is built into the current rates. Because of the funding mechanism that we used, using the state's AAA credit and all the state's resources for federal money versus if we were to do this as a utility in the city, it saves $48,949,466 in total debt service. So that's pretty huge.
Josh, what percentage was that? 7,723,000?
The 3.57%. So collectively, it's the same.
Yeah, it's the same for all
The
of
six,
them.
obviously the $6 million is a ban, and that's 0% because it's a grant. So,
No.
so that's the wastewater. The other page is water. Same thing. Now this is a 20-year financing. The interest on this is 0%. The annual debt service now with the 10 million and the 5 million is $776,000 annually on the water side. And again, because we used the funding mechanism we did, the city saves $9.3 million on the water side for this. Because 5 of that is a grant or a ban, and 5 is at 0%. So it's really all these say. Plus, it gives you the amortization tables, what our payment is a month. It also gives us guidance, which we really appreciate from the state, the SRF, the IFA. It gives us guidance as to exactly how much we need to put back every month to make sure we had our debt service reserve. We know when our debt service reserve is met. When we can stop collecting that through the rate. We know when it's just principal or just interest. We know when it's just principal or both. So their tables are great for us and really make sure that we're on top. We know what our reserves are supposed to be on the operations side. I mean, it spells all of that out. And obviously coincides with our rate ordinance and our bond ordinance. And then, any questions on either one of those? These are good things. Again, we close April 15th. That money is ours. That project moves for both projects move forward. We can't be happier with the fact that we've gotten this far. And we're fortunate that the interest rate was less than anticipated. And then I would again encourage whoever's sitting here at this table in this room, in 10 years to look at calling the bonds. Obviously not the 0% bonds because you're not going to get a better interest rate for that. At 10 years, the call provision is 2% at 10 years, so there's a 2%. Like they want their money, they'll get this like a penalty, but it's not fee. At 11 years, it's 1%. At 12 years, it's 0%. So in between 10 years and 12 years, we really need to look at lowering the rates if the rates are low enough. I would say 12 years because there's no call provision on that at 0%. I'm not going to be here in 12 years. So whoever's here, whoever's in the community, let's make sure that happens so that we can lower the rates or not have a rate increase 12 years from now. If we can lower, I mean, maybe the interest rates are just as high as they are now. I mean, they don't do you any good if you have to do that, you know what I mean? Because it costs money to do it. So anyway. So any questions on the financing, the fact that we're closing in 2 weeks? The next meeting.
Is that when you
Then
moved
when's the
in 2
project
weeks?
start?
Yeah.
Then when does the project start?
When do the projects? Well, you know the man right here can answer that question.
I've been asking that question for 5 years, so
No, I totally get it, and I think Paul got the same question a couple weeks ago. But I am probably even more privy to answer questions about the contract. Paul Creasy, who was here in the last meeting, is the project manager who sets up schedules and really would tell you exactly when the project starts. We're slating it to start this fall. So we'll pre-plan here the rest of the summer. buyout pipe, all of the stuff from a buyout standpoint is gonna happen here in the next 2 months. And then we'll be ready to kind of hit the ground running here this fall.
June.
Then we don't wanna wait on the materials because Lord knows, who knows what's gonna happen between now and then, whether there's gonna be a shortage because everybody else is doing this, increases.
So plastic's made of oil.
Yeah. Yeah. Get that done quick.
So a lot of work's gonna happen right away. We won't see work getting done. It's gonna be paperwork, ordering material, making sure contract or workers are available.
So you'll hire off the street?
We're a union contractor, so we'll hire in the hall, but it'll be your local halls here. So not exactly off the street.
And then their internal personnel, they wanna make sure they have the right ones, just because this is a deep, complicated job.
Correct.
Okay.
And then, our office is closed for Good Friday, so we'll be off Friday,
Okay,
and that's all I have.
that's all I have. Okay. Somebody have any comment to make right now?
No, he answered my question.
There's only one thing left on the agenda, Richard. Don't mess it up.
Are you done?
Zach, did you have any questions or anything? You've been quiet on the phone there.
No, sir, just listening in.
Okay.
So, that being said, I need a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
Second. Let's have a vote. Unanimous. Thank you very much.
We need to, before you guys
Yeah,
go.
I'll tell you.